Here I am at Radio Row again, here at Super Bowl 54, and I've got an old friend and a historian. This person here is the very first professional football coach in the NFL. Dr. Jen Welter joins us. She's played for the Wounded Warrior amputee football team for many years, and now she is one of the biggest leaders in women's sports, trying to change everything, trying to change what people see, the perception, and giving opportunities to girls. And that's kind of why you're here in town.
Absolutely. You know what? Anytime we can challenge the status quo and give people permission to dream bigger, see more, that's what we're doing. That's the commonality we share. Dave, you do it all the time. You do it every field you step on, and every barrier you've broken. The Wounded Warriors do it all the time. They are the most inspirational football team on the planet. I mean, we have people with one arm catching a football, right? Like, don't tell me about your one-handed catch. This is a one-arm catch, all right? This is This is OBJ squared, okay? I'm just saying. And, just seeing guys get out there who have literally sacrificed, thankfully not life, but definitely limb for their country, warms my heart. My dad is a Vietnam veteran, so that was an easy yes for me. And once we played our first game, I think you have not been able to get rid of me yet.
Yeah, you've been to all of them, San Antonio, Dallas, where else? We've been everywhere, every Super Bowl.
Somebody asked me how many games it was, and I was like, I don't know. I actually don't remember the time before.
And she's the most hated player on the field because she takes it very seriously. All eyes are on her. And these guys, these quarterbacks that think there's going to be a 3-apple rush, Jeff Garcia, you're in trouble. Michael Vick, you're in trouble. I've watched you do some amazing things. But the amazing things that you're doing for the youth now and for the girls, the Kick Glass Sports and Tech Camp and the Win-Win Foundation is really helping you make an impact.
It is. Win-Win is founded by Mike Brown, former NFL player, turned tech entrepreneur, which you gotta love, right? Like, we all have multiple dimensions, and that is his secret sauce. And so Win-Win is social games for social good. We were introduced, and we decided we would, give the girls a little chance to kick it at Super Bowl this year. And so we're taking two areas that girls traditionally aren't as well represented, don't have as many opportunities, tech, specifically coding, and football, putting them together, partnered with Alonzo Mourning's Foundation and the Overtown Youth Center. They have found 100 girls who work with the program, and we're going to go in and kind of give them the day of their dreams, right? Like, maybe it wasn't a dream that you had before, but it's going to increase what you dream about in the future. They will get essentially 3 hours of football, a lunch and learn, and then 3 hours of tech. And we'll have two groups so that they get to switch back and forth. And it's just going to be a great day. We want to teach them that there is no game you cannot play and no field you do not belong in or on.
And as you being a pioneer in the NFL, now we have another full-time NFL coach. And, we're seeing in the NBA, we're just probably a year or two away from a female coach that could be a head coach in the NBA in San Antonio. So, I mean, are you happy with the progress, or do we need to do more?
Somebody asked me this the other day, and I said, well, if you know me and you know me, my personality, like, they say patience is a virtue, and clearly I've lost mine because it never feels like enough. And for anybody who wants to see progress, it never does. But the truth is that we are making great progress, and we are doing it in big, meaningful ways. And that's what really matters. Seeing Katie Sowers in Super Bowl. I mean, Katie and I played against each other for years when, here we are, the best women in the world playing football, and nobody even knew we existed. I used to say we were the best kept secret in sports, and we didn't want to be a secret anymore, right? And so thankfully now it's not a secret. And we see her doing it. We see Callie Bronson, who went from coaching college, then she was at the Bills. She just joined the Brown staff. You've got 2 women coaching down in Arizona, which of course is close to my heart because that's BA. I mean, you see all these things happening, and all that's going to do is continue to drive the needle on all levels, because what has to happen to really advance equality in football, which of course is closest to my heart, is to start seeing parity at every level. Football is the one sport that doesn't have parity at any level for girls right now, from peewees to the pros. So my focus on committing to the future of women coaching has a lot of the times been starting with the girls at the grassroots, giving them permission to dream football and do that not only through the camps on the field, but, cool stuff like becoming the first female playable character in Madden, where you can now like actually choose a female head coach. And guess what? We have the best rated defense, hands down. Team shutdown.
I don't play a lot of video games. My son made me get a Madden, and I'm scrolling through, and I'm like, there's Jen Welter, and I grabbed the team, and it's a great defensive team. I think they need to work on some of the offensive plays they have, but it's just awesome to see your picture, and not just for boys, but boys and girls, because now girls can play football and have an interest because they have somebody that they can look up to and aspire to, and you were the one to do it. How does that feel that when you see yourself in a video game?
It's pretty cool. I think that was the coolest development we've had this year, because it's not something I had ever really imagined, and yet the impact has been so phenomenal, because I'm like, if it feels like the real world isn't necessarily changing as fast as we would like, maybe we can change the virtual one, because then it impacts the conversation in very real ways. And that is one of the cool things about esports that that really gives everybody a place that they can be great. It's not how big, strong, and fast you are. It's how smart and how hard you practice, and you can see yourself in that. So whether it's guys who then don't find it rare to see a female coaching when they get one, hopefully out on the football field, the same thing is it gives permission for girls to challenge the status quo and hopefully create a new normal.
Dave Stevens on the radio or with Dr. Jen Welter, brought to you by Hemp10X, hemp10x.com, and of course, Paws and Claws Natural. You got to go to the website. They're changing lives with CBD. What are your thoughts about CBD as far as it helps? It's enhancing, and we got to get the league to figure out if they can use it, because it really is it's you're a doctor. What are we going to do to get this stuff where everybody can use it? Well,
I mean, I'm a different kind of doctor. I'm a doctor of psychology.
I know, but
so just don't get it twisted. I'm definitely not an expert in that space. But I think the ways that we look at it, number one, I'll use my dog Tyson, because he is like my man and he is my everything. He's a little Chihuahua. He has an attitude like mom, but he had a really bad seizure earlier this year, and I thought I was going to lose him, which means I would have lost my mind. And one of the recommendations was to give him CBD, and it made a huge difference on Tyson. And so with all that we're learning about opioids and the addictive tendencies of that and the real pain that goes into sports, I think it's important to continue to do the research and to make sure that the things that are best for the players are available to the players, and it's not different from market to market, and that we are consistent and they have all the access to the things that they need.
That's what a doctor would say. That's where I was going with this. So you've got to get going. I know that, but we got a big game tonight. I'm very excited to see you in action.
Big game. Time to go Warriors.
Get that game
go
face
Warriors.
on. But you got to promote yourself. So where can people find you, hire you? And there's a book out there that you have, a great book about your life and everything. So this is your chance.
There is, my book, Play Big, Lessons in Being Limitless from the First Woman to Coach in the NFL, is available on Amazon or, barnesandnoble.com, but Amazon's probably the easiest. It's been a great seller for a number of years. Publisher is thrilled because, of course, when I came out with it before it was getting popular, everybody said, well, women in football doesn't sell. And me being me, I kind of said, well, pretty sure I was the first, so how many times have you tried? And I guess we proved them wrong, because it does really well and it is a great read. Also, if you like this raspy voice of mine, it is an audio book, which I got to narrate, which is fun. You can also find me jenwelter.com, at jwelter47 on Twitter. On the gram, it's Welter47, Dr. Jen Welter on LinkedIn and Facebook, and no
MySpace.
Number 47 in your program, but number 1 in your hearts.
All right. Dr. Jen Welter, a pioneer, a friend, and really an awesome person. How many more camps you got coming up soon?
We have this one, the Kick Glass Camp, on Thursday. Then we're doing a She's in the Game camp on Saturday, which is open to the public. So if you go on the website, you'll see it. Any of you girls who feel like the Super Bowl wasn't for you, I've got lots of stuff for you. And then we will reset the schedule coming very soon.
All right. I'll see you tonight. We're going to have some fun, huh?
Absolutely.
We'll tear it
Let's
up.
do it.
All right. Dave Stevens from Radio Row. Just want to thank everybody that continues to watch and support the Disability Channel, because, you know, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the Disability Channel. So we'd like to thank our sponsors, Autism Life Path, focused on inclusion, the Drive Lab, which has drive safe programs, the Accessible Daily Living, or ADL, which is committed to rebranding and rebuilding independence, and of course, Paws and Claws and Hemp 10X. I think I got enough of that. So you get out of here. You go have fun. We'll see you tonight. This is Dave Stevens on Radio Row. I'm going to wrap up, and next time tonight, you guys will be seeing some football highlights. Hopefully, Kenny Mayne will be throwing some passes. She'll be sacking some people, and it's a great cause for the Wounded Warrior Amputee football team. Radio Row, Dave Stevens hanging it up just for now. We'll see you soon.